それじゃあ、やっていきますか。さあ、アウターワールズの続きを。速攻ですね。前回は、どこまでやったんだかな。お、電気を止めたところか。
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
あ、全部聞いたんだったね。確か2つサブクエストみたいなのがあって、エンジニアの教本探せってのと、あとは、こいつの、
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
人を探せみたいな、このゾーイってやつを探せみたいなクエストがあるので、まずその2つからやりますかね。かなサイドクエスト。うん。早いってのはいいですね。ありがたいな。いっぱい落ちてる。クレーンピュアウォーター。いっぱいあるね。硬いな。影ちゃん。おは、やばいな。急にもう銃撃戦があ、こっちガンガン奪っちゃいますよ。 おー、上にいる。めっちゃ死んでるね。労働者の人たち。聞こえんな。あ、こいつね。お、重量オーバー。困ったな。あとか自販機で売ればいいのか。カードキーがうんたらとか言ってるけど、わかんないな。あ、入り口持ってきた。上が正解なんだろうな。重くて走れないから、行っちゃいましょう。売るのはどうやったらいいんだ。ん売れないのか、もしかして。あ、売れないんだ。じゃあもう捨てちゃいましょう。クレラン、こんなの持ったんだ。もったいないけど、仕方ないね、これは。オーブ4。16？ めっちゃ良くない？あれ？あ、13の防具。めっちゃいいじゃん。かっこいい。かっこいいな。パールバティにもつけてあげないとね。7。こいつ9。9。これ4。こいつ。の方がいいかな。絶対敵だろ、こいつ。見た目だけ見ると。ここだ、違う違う違う。 ゃあ2回移動しますか。多分敵いるよね。一応エンジニアクエストの1個目は達成かな。ここから降りられるね。だいたい回ったかな。じゃあもう帰りましょう。じゃあ次は第3巻行きますか。こっちの方が近いんでね。ここは何だろう。よいしょ。あー、地熱発電所かな。地下の方にあるみたいなんで、ここは一回もうミニに回ってるから、だいたい敵はいないかな。お、誰？おお、人間？とりあえず先に。何？
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
うん、まあ、とりあえずは。
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
やばそうだな、なんか。
Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion.
幻覚？
Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
何言ってんだ。D はド変態、ド変態じゃない、ド変人じゃないの略だ。何を言ってるんだ。何してんだここで。
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
エンジニアさんですか。
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
うーん。
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
うんうん。ロボットはね、
You know, you
倒したん
remind
で。
me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
なるほどね。
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
お、なんかありがとう。
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
とりあえず
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines.
そんな
That
の
lasted a good couple of months.
聞いていきますか。
Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
ああ、
Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food.
オッケー。
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. You mean why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
スプラッタを食べちゃってこうなっちゃったのね、この人。まあ、仕方ないよね。とりあえずエンジニアの教本、3番目は手に入れたんで、もう帰ります。敵もういないでしょ。俺全然特殊能力使ってないな。解きための能力。え、めっちゃいるじゃん、近くに。気づかなかった。これ意味あるかな。なんとなく勝っちゃったな。輸送船の難破船。これ入れないのか。 いろいろアイテム落ちててありがたいな。おお。ああ、サクサクでいいですね。弾薬もめちゃめちゃ入るし。ああ、いい旅だ。ここにあるんだ。怖いよ、パールバディ。ならず者じゃん、絶対。あれあれここじゃないの？え、これ何階？ああ、2階っすね、これ。上に行かないと。うわー。あ、ここが缶詰工場なの？お、危ねえ。これは危ないっすね。ああれだね、おばあちゃんの息子さんは、このトブソンさんに薬を供給されないで死んじゃったって言ってたけど、トブソンさん的にはやっぱりあれなんだ。働いてる人にしかあげないみたいな感じだね。ありましたわ。ああ、盗みてー。これゴミ箱いいのかな？リングしちゃって。やめとくか。まあこれでね、タウンは OK でしょう。トーマス・ケンプ君に、このエンジニアの教本持ってきたわよ。持っていこう。おお、なんか普通にいるじゃん。敵が。敵だよね。マジか。他いないよね。何も持ってねえ。 しけてんね。あれこれ俺やったやつ？ありがたい。プラズマカッター。まだ決起集会してるよ。
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
使ったぞ。
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
めっちゃ喜んでんじゃん。
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. One datapad's enough to guide me down my newfound path. Just remember, I got something saved for you if you find me all three.
まだあるよ。
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole datapads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
お、もっとちょうだい。
Well, don't keep me in suspense. The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear,
君ら、
I'll do you proud.
君らどういう関係？
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
わあ、センキュー。行くよ。じゃあ次はこっち。この人ね。
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
ゾーイね。これかな？同類たち。まずはゾーイの家を探そう。おお、鶏。話す？え？話せるの俺ら。かわいい。ゾーイの日記？うん。こういうメモ書きがあるのね。ギャングたちを従えてやる？自ら言ってたってこと？おお、びっくりした。じゃあもう全然なんか、連れ去られたとかじゃなくて、 自ら出てったんでしょ？あ、どこにいる？
We're pretty good at this.
でかいじゃん。
Nice.
ショットガンね。めっちゃ落ちてる。いいね。ふふん。ちょっと待ってね。闘病ね。変えましょうと。何こいつ。どういう状況これ。ショットガン。アサルトライフル。グレネードランチャー。バールバティに、アスライ持たせますか。グレラ持ちたいね。ライトマシンガン。ライトマシンガン。ロングガン。これでいこう。どういう武器なんだろう。やべえ。これ面白いな。どっちが敵？
Everyone all right?
ああ、パルバティ。なんか思ってたのと違うね、これ。
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
バラバラになっちゃってる。そりゃそっか。なかなかにグロいけど、大丈夫かな、これ。あ、重いね。いって。普通に地雷があったね。ああ、結構死んでる。あ、意外とあるね。ほわあ、かっこいい。笑いとかも普通に置いてあるわ。 弾のレベルが上がった。やるじゃん。はいはいはいはい。おお、いた。
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
お前がゾイか？
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
君を探しに来た。
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
説得してみますか。
And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me.
マジ？
I've got that to look forward to.
やったじゃん。マジでクリア？これで。レベルアップしたんで。いやー、これちょっと、もっとモテるようにしたいね。持ち物を運べるようにするにはどうしたらいいんだろう。意思決定。あー、なるほど。うん。ハールバティがなんか覚えたんで、やらせましょうかね、何かを。スニーキング、エンジニア。いやー、どれがいいんだろうな。戦闘は多分大丈夫でしょう。ここら辺でいいんじゃない？でだ。お、でかい。
Oh, wow.
いや、ありがてえんだけどさ、持てないんだよね。壊すしかないか。解体するしかないね。ここら辺のライトピストルもいらないんじゃない？ロングガン、アサライ。この辺も新しいのに変えちゃって。なんかついてんな。あ、これ備品なんだ。じゃあ売ったらいいかもしれないね。このマーク、備品のマーク。へえ。 こら辺も解体しちゃおう。お、走れる走れる。めちゃめちゃサクサクでいいっすね。
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now. We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened anyway?
うん。
You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
もう一応太田に帰りな。
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us
お、
back.
マジ。
Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
うん。いやー、これアデレードに話したらさ、やばいことになりそうじゃん。
You better be sure about this. We go back to Edgewater without Adelaide, she's never coming back.
いや、でもあいつ戻らないって言ってるしな。
Sure, suit yourself. I'll be here.
話してきますか。
Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
うん。
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater and I'm as good as dead to her.
じゃあやっぱりアデレードに話さなきゃダメだね。
Adelaide hates Edgewater, hates everything Edgewater stands for, hates what that town does to people, what it did to her. We're the nearest she's got to kin. We go back to Edgewater, we may as well have stuck a knife in her heart. You know where to find me.
これでいいんだろうか。怖いなあ。お、修理終わった？何がかかってるのこれ。あ、お金だけ？ありがたいね。怖いなぁ。なんか言われんじゃないかな。
Look at that. The snake's come back.
これしかないじゃん。選択肢。
Look at that. The snake's come back.
マジ殺すしかないの？
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done?
選択
Or
肢
you
草
just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must.
やばいっすよ
Talk him
ね。
into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater.
うわ
Tell
あ
him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my
マジ？
fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
純粋じゃんこれ。それはグロすぎ。マジか。
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty, enough for a generation's worth of crops. Look at that. The snake's come back.
なんかまだ残ってるねこれ。このままでいいのかな。あ、逆側にもう一個ある。あ、棒読みちゃんを今回導入して成功したんで、もう多分コメントをね、見逃すことはないと思います。エッジウォーター帰りましょうかね。殺すしかないのかもう。ほんともうなんかいろいろとドロドロとしてんな。空だけが綺麗だわ。どこだ？ここの上？うひゃー。グレラン持ってるか。こんにちは。
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
どれを選ぶか、まあ、ストレートに行きますか。
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
うーん。完全に3番目はなんかもう、アデレードの市場が入っちゃってるよね。上は上でなんかな。2番目にしよう。
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
努力はしたんだよ、攻撃。まあ、1番から行きましょう。
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
本物の野菜を食べたことあるか？
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna.
マジか。
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
ん？リードさん、マジで、全くそこら辺の情報を共有してもらってなかったわけ？
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
人間の遺体を肥料として使っている。これはさ。これ2番目のさ、ここは濁そうかな。
And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly?
もう具体的にって言われたらもうしたい人がいないよね、これ。死骸だね。
What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery.
まあ、とりあえず、ちょっと穏便にね、
So
行こうかな。
Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I'm as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom.
難しいな、この選択肢は。好きにすればいい。この町は少しでも多くの労働力を必要としている。あなたに代わって決断することはできない。どれなんだろうな。好きにしたら？
You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall.
マジ？
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do.
なんか意外と
I won't stand in her way.
聞き分けいいじゃ
My
ん。
life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
まさかの正解。
勝ち申した。マジでなんか、そんな簡単に身引くの？
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
どうするつもりなんだ？聞いていい
A
の？
couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
リード君まさか俺と一緒に来る的なパターンないよね、これ。
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls. or put in for early retirement?
もう突然この会話切るっていうね。じゃあ元気だな。
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
全部聞こう。
Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend a crop. She's what this town needs.
バイバイ、リード。さて、おばあちゃんところ帰ろう。終わっちゃった。すんなり解決しそうっすね。遠いんで、あれしましょうか。あ、敵いるの？じゃあ走ってこう。こんなにすんなりでいいのかな。これ戻ったらおばあちゃん死んでるパターンないこれ。なんか平和的解決が望めそうでよかったな。終わったぞ。
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be.
身代金。
It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
いやー、誰が仕切ろうってのはわからんわ。
This don't put us on even footing, you understand. But it is a start. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
この腕時計がどのぐらいの価値あるかね。見てみよっか。これ？お、1750。もうこれジャンク品の中に入ってるよ、これ。なんか使うんかな？オルゴール。犬の肉。ここら辺は売っちゃっていいのかな？
ハードオフに売ろう。
買い取ってくれるかな、ハードオフ。まあこれでね、でも大方のというかこの植物園のクエストは終わったかな。 ミニクエスト消化しますか。この計り知れない墓問題ってやつやってみますか。そうだね。お墓の問題。ここ2つ。ああ、はいはいはい。
ダジャレかな？
あえて触れなかったのに。今んとこはでも楽ちんでいいですね、なんか。この往復がめんどくさいんだけどね。飛ぶか。飛べるんだよね。なんかまだまだあれかもしれない。街の方にミニクエストがありそうだから、こなしちゃうのもいいかもな。いろいろ話しかけてみますか。何これ。
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
え
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
病気なの？
Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
あ、これがリードさんの言った伝染病ってやつ？
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble. People trouble. Lazy worker like me getting special treatment from some out-of-town physiker like you? People will talk. Company always tells us weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague,
精神の
maybe I
弱
should
さ
have
が
worked
肉
harder.
体を蝕むだって。
Maybe I should have taken more pride in
す
my
ごい
work.
ね、精神論。
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
逆に気めいってんじゃん。うわー。ベッドのさ、置き方さ、適当すぎないこれ。すごいな。死んでない？死んでる。ここ死体置き場か。なになになになになに？
また激怒。
なになにこれなにこれなにこれ。怖っ。なになになに？どうしたの？怖っ。なんで発砲してんのこの人たち。
Yes, Mr. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued.
後ろで銃声してるんだ。
Chicken. That's old Abernathy.
銃声聞こえる。近く。なぜ そんなにピリピリしてるのか。
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile,
のんきに会話してる場合ちゃうで。
そうだよ。そういう街なんだよな、多分。
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
そうだよ。騙してやろ
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr.
元気で
Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be.
う。あ
Silas
あ。
knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
今の被害妄想だよ。
I am? Law, help me. Paranoia is one of the plague's known symptoms. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me,
う
I
わ
could really use the help.
クエストのクエスト
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway.
はいはいはいはい。
I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
うん、わかったよ。
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
病気を感じるか。
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up.
や
Could
ば
have
い、
gone to see
笑
a good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
なんかやばいね、この人たちね。
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
とりあえず、滞納者を全部回っていこうかな。
I cut my own hair.
お、
But
あ、何
Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
こいつは
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
うん。
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair
Social
fails to meet
distance.
Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards.
確かに、
You will also report to me in the
ちょう
event
ど
of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
ちょうどあれだね。今のご時世にぴったりの伝染病。
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
掲載条件により返済義務を果たすことができない。
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
知ったことがいいから払え。どれがいいんだろう、このなんか3番目がすごい、なんだろうね、このアメリカナイズなギャグ飛ばしてる感じ。これしよ
Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
草。
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
まあサイラスに借用書を渡せばいいね。
Not a bad idea. but I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
土地の権利書だよ。
Much obliged.
この家の権利書渡せばいいだろう。
散歩用に店があるやろ、にちゃー。
この店渡せばいいよね。何を言ってるんだか、もう。フィリス・グレンジャーさんに会いに行きます。あ、この人ね。
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd
What?
appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
うわ
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest
ー。マ
living
ジかよ。
relative.
死亡者に最も近い存命中の演者。
Eugene was a good worker.
そいつが金払ってんの？やばいね。
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
うん、仕事に戻っていいぞ。なかなか闇深そうですね、この街は。混乱とサディックはもう OK だね。じゃあ、ラドビク・ミラー・サイラス。こいつ何に行こう。
ほんま闇深い。
いや、恐ろしいね、この街は。エッジウォーター離着陸。
When I was little, we'd get
離
freighters
着
and
陸場。
Thank the law.
離着陸場
I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
顔ボロボロじゃん。何をめちゃくちゃ言ってるんだ？大丈夫か？混乱してるようだが。サイラスに頼まれた。
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
うん。
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine.
うん。
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
あ、それな。ロボットには気をつけないとな。
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders.
喜んじゃったよ
and stand ever
おじさん。
Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged
それ
in
な、
the fires
わら。
of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot?
熱くなってんね、おじちゃん。
Shoulder to shoulder with the resistance.
レジスタンスに戦力が必要なら、俺を
I've been
雇ってくれ。
gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some spacer's chaw, few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid.
友達軍隊なら入隊報酬が出るぞ。
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
おーい。じゃあ何すればいいの？墓問題、とりあえず進めたいんで、今2つアイコンがあるのかな？街中の散髪屋と、もともとのクエストの発注主。発注主の方まず行きますか。なんか、借用書どうしたらいいみたいな。おっちゃーん。
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, Miss.
何の話？
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe
マジ？
check his back room.
今度だと締め上げろってか。
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
やるじゃん、おっちゃん。じゃあ俺はもう容赦しないよ。
金払わない方が悪いよな。
そうだぞ。お邪魔。
What can I do for you?
医療関係で攻めてみますか。
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? You may think that, but the tidiness of my fellow worker is my responsibility, alive or otherwise. Whether you're showing up to work or going to that great cannery in the sky, it's my job to make you look like a million bits.
いい志だよね、これね。空の大いなる缶詰工場に行ってきても100万ビットのビジュアルにするのが僕の役目。いいじゃん。
Go ahead.
ところで、この店を大事にしているようだな。
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
あれなんか借用書の方向に行かないぞ、会話が。
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
あんたの説明を聞く限りインフルエンザみたいだな。
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Nature is monstrous, friend, and this plague is natural selection at work.
あれだね、会話で言っていうよりかは、もう完全に、
Edgewater has been good to me. I am never...
完全にこの中身調べて、奪い取ってこいってことなんだろうね。死体安置じゃん、これ。どこに何があるんだろう。これなんだ？あー、さっきのユージンっていう拳銃で死んじゃった人ね。どこに何があるんだ？何奪い取ればいいの？脅し取れっつったけどね。脅し取るものある？ここになんか
金目のものある？
なんだろう。このなんかよくわからん。コーポレーションサービス賞っていう、これ意味あんのかな？ちょっとしかないわ。でもなんか違う気がするね。これ何？内臓じゃん。科学者。マジで権利賞ぐらいのしかないんじゃない？
What can I do for you?
あ。新しい選択肢。
You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
あれよ。
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
そうだぞ。知ったことか。
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
薬のせいだったんだ。
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
なるほど。
ガン決まりで死んじゃったのか。
なるほどね。なんかさっき被害妄想してるおじさんもいたけど、あの人ももしかしたら決まっちゃったのかもね。
Things are changing round the Vale. Don't matter much to me, though. Graves still need filling.
この町やばいね。わら。
この街やばいよ。
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
かなり苦労したぞ。
And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
お、評価が有効的になったのって、なんか会話変わるかもね。
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
ふん。
I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
この辺しとこう。なんかそういえば、すっかり忘れてたんだけど、あ、そうだそうだ。公民館に行けみたいなね。で神父さんがさ、なんか、なんだっけ、異界の書異端の書みたいなの欲しいって言ってたけど、あれが、タブクエが発生してないんだよね、まだね。いや、なんか違う。説得し終わったら来いみたいなこと言ったのか。
It's a fine new day in Edgewater. The cannery hums, streetlights and faces glow. I suppose this means the two of you were able to sort out the matter? I am somewhat taken aback by that, given the heat between her and Mr. Thompson. What deal did you strike with her, I wonder?
まあ一番言うか。
From our own graveyard, just outside the gates. And Silas had not even an inkling. What do they pay the man for?
おお、なんか
He spends all day digging graves, Vicar. Sir. Sometimes
熱
he's
くなっ
got
て
to
んね。
sleep.
Yes, of course. My reaction was unreasonable.
Flowers grow well enough, and creeping ivies, and the fuzzies that grow on rocks, but we don't eat none of that.
It is my understanding that none of the local life, plant or animal, is edible. Earth crops are grown in farms, not isolated cannery towns. Once the spark of life is fled, the mortal form is but unanimated matter, comprised of the same elements as the rest of the universe. We inter for the comfort of the living, not the benefit of the dead. While distasteful, I would judge Ms. McDevitt's actions beneficial to the greater good.
まあね。
Only to the feelings of the living. The dead are no more concerned with their corpses than a snake is with the skin it shed. The greater good is to tend to the needs of the living.
かなり合理的だね、この人。じゃあ本探してあげるよ。
Do, and you'll have my undying gratitude.
募集を楽しみにしてるぞ。
Of course.
マックス。飛びますか。時期。結構離れてんだね。公民館に行けとか言ってたっけ、最初。公民館には着いたと。あ、そっかそっか。サブクエに焦点当てないといけないんだね。仲間クエストって、神父が仲間になるんだよ。 あいつ何してくれるんだろう。お、敵だ。2人いるね。やばい。楽しい。なんとなく倒して、なんとなく勝っちゃったな。いいっすね。美味しい美味しい。あ、重い。これかな？なんか変わったね、クエストが。ありがてえ。ちょっと重いね。走れるようにしたいな。最大運搬量が増加する？めっちゃいいね、これ。ちなみにこれ上げる？今すぐ欲しいもんね、今。はいはいはいはい。どっちがいいんだろう。オーバー時の高速移動の能力をアンロック。最大量上げるか、もう重くても走れますよみたいな。こっちの方がいいんじゃないの？そんなに速くないね。そんなに速くねえよな。キング。
早くないの草。
全然速くなかったね。やばすぎる、これ。騙されたわ。こうだね。インパクトハンマーか。ショットガン。全然速くなかったわ。インパクトハンマーがちょっと重いんだね、多分。売ると高いな、ハンマー。意外とマップ広いから、いろんなとこで遊べそう。ここの山の上とか。 え、プライマルベヒーモス。やばそうなやついるじゃん。やば。このライト何？あ、地雷じゃねえんだ。お、酒だ。いいっすね。お、もう簡単に手に入るな。プライマルベヒモスってやばそうだよね。他になんかついでにやることないかな、外で。やっちゃおうか。いろいろと。凶悪な声が聞こえんね。おお、何？
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to. Take your time. You need help, just give a yell. A metaphorical yell. If you yell for reals, you're liable to spook them.
じゃあ修理お願いしてもらおうかな。
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
I don't reckon Jeremy understands the concept of trade.
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's
Jeremy,
Choice
なんかくれよ。
family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
もう行くよ、ジェレミー。バイバイ。
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
もう転ぶなよ、ジェレミー。もう直してやんねえからな。で、戦闘狂のおじさんとこ行くか。おっさん。おっさんどこ行く？
Never seen the veil lit up like this before. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion.
行かれたやつら多すぎない
Is
か。
an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
怖いな。このさ
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
みんな壊れちゃってるんだね、多分。幻覚作用のある薬で。
You're not a big drinker, are you?
お、アメリアちゃん。
You read the latest report?
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors.
Hmm.
You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The Hope? No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something. Yeah, I got vague recollections of some folklore about a mysterious colony ship.
あたかな
You feeling a bit flushed?
あれ
Look,
み
why
か
don't
ん
you
ぼちゃ
go
ん
set
じゃん。
yourself down in the corner before you get all tangle-footed?
This これですね。戻るか。RTA ではないんですね。
Never seen the veil lit up like this before. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
興奮しないで。
There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
トムソンさんもいないからね。
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
今度はモジュール？すごいもう使いの。めっちゃ散歩させるやん。ということでやってきました。伝承。今日3回目かな。 あ、一体どこにあるんだか。あ、いた。こんな簡単に開くんだったらさ、お前ら来いよ、普通に。わあ、敵が近いから飛べない。確かになんか近いかもしれん。吠える犬。ウルトロス。何あいつ、強そう。マジかよ。かっこいいね。これビーム砲か。こっちですね。これ当たってない？もしかして。やばい。硬いなあいつ。でかっ。うわー。こいつは全員犬にやられたんだ。全然重くて動けねえわ。ピストルはもうやろ。持ってきたぞ。
Never seen the veil lit up like this before. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm get...
お、じゃあな。じゃあ次は、あれしますか。神父さんの分け物して。 神父さん、どこ？ここ。
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
あったよ。
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
知らんかな、わら。
Yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universe.
マックス、フランス語読めないな。
I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
そっか。
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal.
身の上話が長い。
That's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
それで俺に何の得があるんだ。一応来るか。
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
牧師がハッカーってやばいな。
Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. It is my esteemed pleasure to serve as your
本当
crew
に
vicar.
牧師ですか？
怪しいよね。怪しいよ、こいつ。怪しいんで。いや、この身なりおかしくね、なんか。ショットガン持ってるよ、このおじさん。
いやー草。
何持たせてあげようかな。アサルトライフルにしてあげようかな。服装もちょっと変えてあげよう。もうキャップかぶった瞬間すげえうさんくさい人になっちゃった俺。
傭兵やん。
やばいこれ。もう神父じゃなくなっちゃったよ。 まだ神父じゃないよ、もう。あ
牧師、傭兵。
あ、こいつはもう、ハッキング伸ばしますわ、本当に。牧師なんかやめちまえ。ふんふんふん。全然近接やってないけど、まあいいでしょ。このツーショットやばいな。絶対やばいやつだよ。ああ、今日仲間が2人も。2人目だね。
行かれた仲間。
ちょっと紹介してやるか。パールバティちゃんはね、まともなんだよね。今日はこんなもんかな。サイドクエストまだ1個残ってるけど、今度にしますか。うん。今日はね、こんな感じで。似合ってるな、2人とも。この町のなんか住人だよ、もう完全に。今日はこんな感じで終わりますか。ケビンさん。こちらやばいよ。逮捕しないと。いやー、もう2時間ぐらいやってるんで、ちょうどいいかな。終わりますか。ということで、お疲れ様でした。今日はこれで終わります。セーブしてね、終わりますんで、じゃあ、これでお疲れ様でしたと。バイバーイ。お疲れ様でした。